This week, I'm printing a 3D gun. Jamma is definitely going to die in the 1800s. And David, we find out, is really, really fucking into his lawn. Like, holy fuck. We knew he liked his lawn, but fuck, he likes his lawn. So, let's strap down, let's strap in, and let's do this.
This is just another trucking podcast.
Hello, this is just another trucking podcast. I am your host, Tom, and I'm joined, as always, by my good friends, my co-hosts. We have David. Hello, David.
Hello, Tom. How are you doing?
Very good. We have Chloe. How are you doing, Chloe?
Very good. That's a shame.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened. But anyway, yeah.
Chloe's having child issues, as we're all adults.
Hey, it's just being a parent. It's not child issues.
Yeah.
She's just being a parent.
However, she has said that she will attempt to join us throughout the show. So we'll see. We'll see where that goes. Such is the life of a parent. I have had a snotty message off the other members of the podcast in our chat this morning saying, why aren't you replying to me? And it's because I was dealing with children, because I had children that was it. Also, hello, Jamma.
Hello, Sir Jamma, thank you. Can you see?
Oh, Sir Jamma. Oh, hello, Sir Jamma. How are you
Sir
doing
Jamma.
today?
Yes, I was knighted.
You were?
Yes.
See, I'll be honest with you. Would you, like, if old Queenie would be like, hey, you're getting a knighthood, I'd be like, you know what? I'd be down for that. Well, I'd be well down for that. But I'll be honest with you, King Charles, I just don't give a. I know.
Are you dipping into politics?
No,
royalists. This isn't
royalists.
Royalists.
Royalist.
By the way, I think we might dip
Hold
into
up,
politics at
David.
some point because there is something to talk about.
You two were speaking about politics in last week's podcast.
We stopped it though. We stopped it.
We did actually.
You, Chloe, and you were all speaking about, because I was actually quite angry, like, hold up, I weren't allowed to speak about politics. But here you three are speaking nonchalantly about politics, about going back in time and all this stuff that I heard. It's all
right.
rubbish.
Okay, what was the politics thing?
Yeah.
Well, I can't remember now, but I did listen to it and I thought,
so we've nailed this segment then.
Well, I can't remember, but I definitely remember you guys speaking about politics, and I was listening thinking, you hypocrites.
Your Honour, I'd like to see some evidence going through what was, there was some crazy takes, yeah. But honestly, I think we nailed that segment with no issues whatsoever.
You know what? This might be a good segue. All right, we're moving on to a brand new segment. Last week, we solved the mysteries of the universe, reinvented the wheel, and basically fixed the trucking industry. We did it without Jamma. All right, he finally decided to show up, so we're giving him maybe not exactly 5 minutes, but that's what I put down in the script, to give his opinions we didn't ask for last time. It's time for Better Late Than Never.
I like that. That's very good. By the way, this didn't feel forced at all. There was no way that this felt like the whole segment was set up with that. So I like it. I like it.
Well, it's not as if you read the actual WhatsApp messages from me and David anyway, is it?
Yeah, that's true.
I've got kids.
He'd know all about this. But anyway, all right. So Tom argues that everyone must learn manual and understand how a car actually corners and works. Chloe and myself think it's balls and totally unnecessary in the age of automatics. The question, are you, Jamma, a proper driver who thinks everyone should master a stick shift, or are you with Chloe and myself in thinking manual gears are basically obsolete?
So I have actually got two ways of thinking of this. And after the podcast last week, I did ring Sir Tom over there because I was quite angry.
Did.
Wow.
He called me up in
Really?
the morning and had like honestly, it was like a full 20 minutes. And there's me. He's ranting at me. And I'm trying to get the kids ready to go out. And I'm like, he's there going, fucking having to do with me about this. And I'm like, yeah, kids, get your shoes on, the socks. You need some socks on.
He was literally. Right, now, hear me out. I would love to agree with Tom. I really would, because I'm close with Tom. But I can't agree with him. Manual is brilliant, but I only think its sole purpose. Now, I'm a manual driver, right? But I think it fits in its own place, and that is for race drivers. because you need to dip shift, you need to drop the gears to get that extra spark, get the extra gear ratios to race. I think it's great for a race driver, but for every other day driver like ourselves, just commuting to and from, automatic is definitely the most economical way to drive. Yes, there is caveats. If your gearbox was to break, automatic gearbox is going to cost you a hell of a lot more to repair. But I'm telling you now, manual is brilliant for race drivers and not for everyday people.
So you didn't, during the phone call, say to me that people should have a short spell on manuals so they can understand it?
I think everybody should drive a truck. At least two days or even a week, whether you're a pedestrian, a cyclist, a car. I think everyone should drive the biggest thing on the road if you're going to be using the road.
I have seen other road users, and I disagree with that statement. The idea of them driving a truck honestly fucking horrifies me.
Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of bad drivers out there. You know the bad. They don't realise the bad until they're in a ditch, and then they realise that was bad because a lot of them don't drive to the road conditions. Take this week, for instance, the A46, 5-car pile-up, including a police officer, off the road. You know, people do not read the signs. It got icy.
5-car pile-up off the road?
Yeah, on the A46.
How does that work?
Well, it was icy. It got gritted 3 times overnight, but because there weren't much traffic, the grit didn't do its job and get melted into the ground. So when it become rush hour, people rushing around and racing because they're leaving 5 minutes late, they all decided to crash. Yeah.
Decided. But back to my original point. So you don't think that people should at least learn how to use manual?
I think they should learn how to use manual, yes,
so
and they
my
understand.
Point was, right,
but my point is not every day.
I didn't say, I
hold
didn't
on.
say that. My original point was that they should learn.
They shouldn't learn. It shouldn't be a requirement. If you're never going to drive a manual car for the rest of your life, there's no point of learning. And I like the fact that if you don't do your test in a manual, you don't get to drive a manual, and that's fine with a lot of people. You know. Yep. Now, one of Jamma's points was saying that. Did you say this that manuals are faster? Did you say that?
No, better
for different race cars. It's just that
racing,
all the newest sports cars out there use paddle shifts, which are basically automatics.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's just like one of our favorite Patreons over there. He's a mechanic, and he says that you're wrong, and that autos can be quicker than manuals. You know,
look at electrics now and Teslas; they are quick. But I know for a fact, if you've got they are one gear. But if you was to have I could put you get a motorbike, you're tearing the arse off any car. Don't matter because of the weight ratio. It's a lot lighter.
Yeah. I had a Ninja 250 and I was beating everybody, and that's a really slow bike.
But if you were both in the same car doing a drag race, the same speed, how do you get a winner? By the person racing those gears, understanding when to shift, when not to shift.
Oh, you can. You
can't do that in an auto.
Well, here's the thing.
Gear, I think it's better for racing.
You can do that with a paddle shift. Actually, every single automatic
but a
that
paddle
I've ever
shift
driven
is like
has
a
the
gear.
option for a manual where you can just push a button and it changes.
Yeah, that sounds convenient for me.
I was going to introduce you in a second, Chloe. Hello. How are we doing, Chloe? Apparently, this is already descending into an argument. We are.
Actually, I like that from Spanner. The battery will run out a lot quicker than our petrol and fuel.
Oh, is this electric cars?
So we'll just carry on. And plus, electric cars, maybe remind you, if your battery goes, you might as well buy a new electric car because the battery's worth more than the bloody vehicle. It's not the answer to the future, this electric rubbish. And the amount of stuff that they do to the ozone layer just by digging up this lithium, it's worse than diesel anyway in coal. It's not better.
I guess we know what kind of algorithm Jamma's Facebook is.
I'm telling you now, I know for a fact, right? We need to go back to steam, right?
Doesn't it take 20 years or something to run one of your electric cars, basically, to pay off what damage it's already done when you've made the battery? Is what I'm pretty sure I remember hearing. It's like...
I don't know that.
Ridiculous. But... Or no, it's something like you've got to run like a diesel car for like 20, 30 years for it to do the same amount of impact that it would have made to make a single battery or something ridiculous.
There's got to be something, but someone's passed the law somewhere. All I know is, right, I know a mate, he works for Jaguar Land Rover, right? They had a car that they were sold, but it had to stay with them for 3 days before the owners could come down and grab it. Anyway, they had this battery on charge. The time they was going to sell it off to this guy, the car wouldn't start because 4 cells in this battery were dead. It cost them £67,000 for the battery, and they had to fork out because they didn't charge it correctly according to the manufacturer of Jaguar. You've now got to fork out for that new battery.
Some people have put diesel in a petrol tank too. You know what I mean? Mistakes can be made, and it takes, you know,
not for a battery. It's plug and play.
I know, but you're hearing one thing is the thing. You know what I mean? That's just one story. There's a billion out there of where it just works just fine. You're only going to hear about the stuff that hardly ever happens, and then you're going to stick onto that.
Just to correct something that was said there. So I've just searched it. It doesn't take 20 years to pay off an EV. This is one of the.
It sounds like
this is one of those things.
This is one of these myths that is like propagated through a lot of these things, and it kind of goes through. It's about 1.5 to 2 years to pay off what.
Hold on, whoa.
An electric vehicle.
How do you know that information you're reading there isn't being paid off by the electric people the same way as tobacco and vape, where they make out that vapes are worse than cigarettes?
A lot of the things that you hear, and I will say one of the ones that you see quite a lot is on what's that American TV show that's like Yellowstone and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like it's very heavily paid for by the oil industry. Like they come out with some facts saying basically that it takes however many years to pay off a wind farm, and they don't pay for themselves and stuff like that. Actually, they do. They're really good at paying for themselves. Like
it's propaganda.
At the very beginning, yes, they weren't great for it, but now they've come to a point where they are very, very good at like they can make them incredibly cheaply and stuff like that. I mean, it's like anything that they make. At the beginning of it, it's very costly. I mean, like think about like plasma TVs and flat screen TVs. Like when they first came out, people you'd only see them on the super rich, and they'd have to pay like $20,000 to go and get one.
Even they're lying.
Asda, and you can get one for £200.
No, because they look great. They look great in the store. They're a liar. You go there, you're like, look at this great TV with all these fishes. You get it home and it's crap. The picture's rubbish.
Well, they do pick the thing. Well, so it's not fake per se. But
they've got certain settings for that particular video.
For that one. Yeah.
So there are certain things, like it's designed for like the smoothing, which is something that I disable straight away on a TV.
Oh my god, it drives me crazy.
Some
people can't see
smoothing.
it, which is so weird to me.
So this is basically what they do: is it adds in as it's going through it, it adds its own frames in between the frame. So
it's like enhancement.
It makes it look like everyone's walking
like
really
contrast
fast.
is darker.
It makes everything's going like it's going
but
too fast, but not at the same time. And basically, what it's doing is it's adding too many frames in, but it's doing it in such a way, so it's trying to smooth it out.
But
in actual fact, like the reality is, you can only see it a certain you can see
motion
it
blur
frame
as well. We're used to motion blur. It takes all the motion blur away,
right?
And so everything just looks weird, like you're looking at it right in front of you. In a way, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. We're used to having a little bit of blur.
Not how it was originally meant to be watched. Like I noticed it when I used to work in IT, and we used to get a lot of, because I used to sell people the business laptops a lot, because business laptops were very good for the home user. They tend to be a little bit more robust. They tend to have parts that are a lot easier to swap out, because you want to be able to get a new battery. You just want to be able to go and get a new battery. You don't want to have to worry about stuff like that. They tend to have better, stronger keyboards that are going to last you longer. And the other major thing is they don't have the high gloss screens. Now, the high gloss screens look amazing in store, and that only looks amazing when we used to have cloths on us, like special bloody microfiber cloths in a bottle of screen cleaner. And we used to have that on us all times. And we used to go around that store, and we used to clean them screens off, all of them, multiple times a day, because it would only take someone just to move the laptop screen down a little bit, and you got a fucking gut fingerprint on there. And so you had to constantly go around. The iMacs were the worst for it. They've got these big high gloss screens on them. And I will caveat that now it's not so much a a problem because obviously the lumens on these newer screens and stuff like that are a lot higher and all this shit. But on them screens there, because they weren't as good, when you got it in your living room and you had your whatever document up and the window was open or the curtain was open, all you would see is just fucking glare off this thing. Whereas the matte screens were a lot better at hiding the glare. Especially like all like the laptop I've got now doesn't have high gloss. I don't like high gloss screens. I'll specifically look for one that hasn't got it. But they don't look as good in the store, in the shop, when you're looking at them. And there's a lot of things with the TVs, whereas actual fact, these high gloss screens look very, very, very nice in the thing, but all it takes is you to have the lamp on in the corner and you can see the reflection of it. I mean, how many times have you had to move in your living room to try and watch a film? Oh, I can't sit here. There's too much sun behind me. But they don't give it, it's not, everything's geared up just to kind of get you through that fucking door and to spy, oh, it looks great right now. And the thing is with these, like the fish stuff, like where you see the fish or the kind of, they're all recorded in such a way it is processed for them screens. Like they'll be processed for Samsung displays. 'Cause there's only a few companies in the world that actually make actual displays. So even if you might have a, I mean, okay, for instance, what screens have you guys got in front of you?
LG.
LG, yeah, that will be an LG panel. Most likely, it might be Samsung.
Yeah, Samsung actually sells parts for iPhones.
They do, yeah, that's quite true. Know? I have an Alienware in front of me, but that's actually Dell,
which is on.
and
really?
Dell, yeah, Dell. Well, it's Dell make. Well, Alienware actually got bought out by Dell, but Dell make phenomenal panels.
I have a JVC TV screen in front of me.
Chances are that'll be either a Sharp or it will be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never heard of it over here. Sorry, it was weird hearing that, to be honest with you. I think of Arsenal, actually, every time I hear JVC.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be like, that might be a Sharp screen, or it might be a Samsung. Like that could be all. Basically, it's one of these things where it's all like whatever the panels are, that they will provide a video for them panels, and they can distribute them so they work, so they know they work perfectly, they look great on it. But like, say for instance, if you watch a 4K film on Netflix, yeah, the original thing being sent out might be 4K, but what's happening is it's getting compressed, and you're getting all these compression artifacts. You're getting stuff like that where it's all designed to kind of display on your TV, but not look. That's why if you get a 4K movie on Netflix and then you get a Blu-ray, the Blu-ray will look stunning on your TV. Like you'll be able to see all the clarity, all the detail. It's basically, what I'm trying to say is, it is all fucking bollocks. It's all bollocks.
Great story, Tom. Why don't you just say that in the first place? Why have we gone down this fucking...
a lot of time.
I don't understand all this.
You've not been polite for the last 2 years.
I felt like with the fact that we're on a podcast and talking is the main thing on a podcast, but who knows? You know,
I felt like I'd zoned out onto you,
stories stretch on a little longer than because when editing, I know exactly where this is going to be. All right, because I can see the audio. The audio thing is like, there was like silence from all of us for such a long time. Oh, this is going to comment on his little thing where he couldn't get to the point.
There was literally like the sales person at Skegness Market trying to sell you a TV. Look at this TV, ladies and gentlemen. It's got 45 inches of lumens. Let's go.
45 inches of lumens.
All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, we debated that.
Oh my God, are we still on that segment? No.
We got a few more. There's a few other stuff. We actually talked about.
Well, if you answered it properly
last time.
Quickly.
All right. We debated that what we'd do if we were sent back to the 1800s. I think I could help people invent an airplane and a helicopter using a stick and a piece of wood. If Jamma, if you were dropped in the Victorian era tomorrow, what one piece of modern technology do you actually understand well enough to invent and get rich, or would you just end up in the crazy bin like I predicted?
Okay, so there's two variations here. So obviously, because of my skin color, I might get killed straight away, or I could pass myself off.
Yeah, you're out of luck there.
Or I could pass myself off as a young white kid that's a chimney sweep. Either way, I might survive. So that's the first thing I've got to try and navigate.
Right.
if I went back in time, unlike you lot, because I don't understand where your heads were going. Again, I've had a word, but if I knew I'm going back, then I'm going to be researching something on YouTube.
Yeah, but you
Like,
don't.
I'm
You
going to
don't.
be, but I've already researched enough on YouTube now to go back in time to become what I want to be.
You're always going to plan to be ahead that if you one day you might accidentally go back.
Well, that's what. No, because I'm always learning.
Right.
I'm always learning throughout as a photographer. So I could go back as a photographer, but I won't. You know what I'll go back as?
Right.
Can you invent photography?
I'm going to be coming back as a
you
pimp.
could. Yeah. Sorry.
It sells. I'll come back as a pimp. It sells. I'll be very rich.
Are you
You
going
know?
to invent pimping? Is that what you're going to invent?
That's exactly what I'm going to. I think it was already invented back then, but yeah, I'm definitely.
Yeah,
I mean,
there was,
they literally
Jack the
call it
Ripper.
the oldest profession.
Well, in fact, I know about Jack the Ripper since I was a kid, so I'll become a police officer and capture Jack the Ripper because I know exactly where it's going to be. I also know about future events. So, well, I know about future events as well.
No. So what date do you know what road he's going to be on?
Well, I'm just going to go down London and just look for some shady-looking character near
So basically, you're going to
Don't
get
know
yourself
what he looks
murdered.
like.
Is what you're
Yes,
saying?
you're going to get yourself murdered. Which,
But I might not
forgiving
because
the other stuff.
look,
Right,
I'm a little
so,
boy.
right, no.
I'm chimney sweep.
You go back, to the year 1820.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're in year 1820. So what are you doing?
Well, the 1800s would be 1720 or something, wouldn't it?
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
Well, no, but I've picked a date out at random.
So,
1820, that's
on
the date
a
that you
serious
come back
note,
to.
this is what I'd do, and I've told this to Tom. I'd actually go back and I'll just make bets on future events because I already know that
What
they've
future
happened.
events?
The future
Here's the thing:
events.
the butterfly effect. Those events might not come true because you
It's true.
exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't
But
matter. They don't know
what
that.
Event?
They don't know that. I've
What,
already put
what
the bet.
event?
No, you might
Queen
end
Victoria
up tripping.
coming to reign. Stuff about
Right.
Henry
What,
VIII.
what year was that?
I don't know.
Right.
I'd invent the wagon wheel.
What other?
I'd invent the wagon wheel, chocolate wagon wheel. Kids love them.
So you know how to make marshmallow?
No.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I will make tyres. I'll create tyres by going to a rubber
know how to
tree
make
and
rubber?
I'll create rubber. I'll get
Okay,
rubber from the
right.
rubber tree in a liquid and I'll wait for it to set. Or I'll go to the booners and get cocaine out of cocoa leaves and just sell it and become like Escobar.
Right. Do you know how to make cocaine?
Yes.
How?
You do?
Yes. I'm not going to say it on here for reasons
That
unknown.
one I actually believe as well.
I've actually watched a lot of stuff. Yeah, one of them was Blow.
If you
by
can
Johnny
survive
Depp.
on getting to the Amazon, by the way, remember now you have
I
no
can. I'm
medicine.
brown. I'm brown. I'm definitely getting to one of their
Okay.
little cults.
That's
I could
fine.
definitely
That's
be a
fine. You gotta
cannibal.
speak their language too. You know.
Lisa?
But remember, you don't have new age medicine. If you get cut, you know what I mean.
Or malaria?
I'll take a
That's
lighter
one
with
way.
me. I'll take a lighter with me and make fire with my thumb. They'll think that's magic. That's it. I'm a sorcerer.
So the gas inside
I
it, you know.
think
You're
they
gonna need a
might
few
have
of those
killed
as well.
sorcerers.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make magic. They'll be like, oh, fire.
So there's going to be witchcraft as well. They're going to be like, oh, right,
Yeah.
there's a black man that does witchcraft. Right. Yeah, you're
But
dead.
they eat people. But
Yeah,
those
you're gonna
cannibals
survive.
eat people.
Just
So I'm
survive.
definitely going to come in.
I mean, that would be the literal definition of a cannibal.
I'll be there. I will be there.
I know. Personally, I think the first thing you should do is go to a university and talk to some smart people there and
Yeah, that's what you
figure
said,
out some
isn't
way
it?
of convincing
Yeah.
them. Yeah, that's just.
Yeah, but then you've got
I
to
think
say,
that's probably
where
the wise
are you?
decision.
Because theoretically, if you go university, you want to be in Italy, don't you? You know, where all the greats are. You don't really want to be in
Okay.
Britain.
I don't think you get much of a choice, do you? You just get chucked
Yeah.
back out. You just get
You'd
spat out
have to
wherever
make
you
your
are.
way there.
Yeah.
But more importantly, you've got like issues of like, language.
Yeah.
And also
Yeah.
as well, I don't in 1820. But you went to
I
Italy.
just speak
were you?
Latin.
So
Pig
you
Latin.
speak Latin.
I'll learn it while I'm there. I'll speak
Yeah.
to someone.
I don't think
That's
you thought this
simpler.
through.
I watched
Jamma.
Harry Potter. All I'm saying is, right, I'll
Ooh,
do
you're gonna
YouTube, then I'll
write
go
Harry
back in
Potter?
time. I'll
Or
rewrite
write
Harry Potter.
Rewrite Harry Potter.
Or Oliver
Actually,
Twist.
you know, you could actually write some books back then, all right, and
Yeah.
sell them because all the stuff
could.
that we know that's not
all
a
the
bad
Charles
idea. All right.
Dickens, all the
That is
Roald
very
Dolls.
true.
Yeah.
C.S.
I mean,
Ellis, The Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe, but we'll change it to The Lion, Witch and Jermaine. Or something
The
like
Matrix.
that. The Matrix, yeah. Yeah. Hello, Clarice.
Awesome. Oh, you could do some plays. You
Silence
could
of
be
the
a
Lambs.
playwriter. You know, you can't really
you
do
could
how
take the
film
Matrix
and all
back
that
then,
kind of
yeah.
stuff.
I could be the
Yeah,
Black
like
Shakespeare.
in Game of Thrones when they were reenacting the life of the Mad
I
King
could
and
do
stuff
that.
and whatever it was. I don't know.
Oh, you could do some
Anyway.
awesome stuff with that. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What's
that's
Tom
me.
googling?
All right.
Tom's googling
I
something.
was,
Yeah. Usually when
I
Tom's
I
not
was searching,
talking,
like,
he's on. Yeah.
Well, I was saying, were we friendly with Italy? And it turned out in 1820 there was no Italy. There was it was all.
there you go,
like,
Jamma, you can
little
invent it.
pockets of stuff.
I can invent the
Invent
stars and the
Italy.
moon.
This is
Then I
Italy.
could say that's the moon, that's the star. I'm into astrophotography. I know a lot about the astro and the planet, so I could definitely do something with that. And gravity, talk about gravity and the Big Bang Theory.
Hang out with
and
Isaac
all that.
Newton.
Hang out with Isaac. I could be his best friend. I could be his butler.
Yeah.
Checks out.
I can make
100%.
Yeah, I could do
Definitely
that.
do that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Hello, Isaac Newton. I'm Sir Jamma.
So,
All
so
right.
where was Isaac Newton at this time?
Just sat
Where do
down
you
having
live?
a cigarette and a cup of tea in a cafe. I just walked in the shop. There he was. He looked at me. I looked at him. I took my top hat off, and that was it. We just made eye contact and we fell in
See,
love.
Thing is, with being in that time, fucking
His valet. Yeah, I could definitely be that.
I
I'm
ju-
just going
I-
to
it-
pot
I
your Russian
couldn't-
cart up.
but I couldn't like the idea of, like, don't get me wrong, modern times have got its problems, but at the same time, I like the fact that I can order something on Amazon and it's
Modern
gonna
times are
arrive
so much
So
better.
good, isn't it?
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd be like, oh,
Although
I'm
Amazon, I've been
can't do
waiting
anything.
for a while. Not everything on Amazon is next day or same day delivery, though, guys.
No. Oh no, poor you.
No, not everything
my
is because it's not in
problems.
stock. I've just ordered a dew heater for my camera lens for my astrophotographer, so my lens doesn't smear up or fog during the cold. And I've also got myself a new intervalometer, so I don't have to touch the shutter. And it's not coming for 4 days because it's not in stock. So not
Oh,
Amazon.
no.
I feel like you may have made some of them words up.
What? A dew heater? Before you say no, it's not Nazi related. A dew heater is not what you think it is. It is not nothing to do with heating up Jews. Okay, this is not Auschwitz, right? This is just
I wasn't gonna make that joke, but when you said it, that was honestly what you came to mind. I was like, wait.
So Jew,
What?
as in Delta Echo Whiskey. Okay,
Oh, I wildly misheard what you said.
it's like music.
Yeah, I heard the same thing, by the way. And like, all right,
Bless you all.
all
It's
right.
not just me.
Invent
Tom
Amazon.
is officially. All right. Tom has officially cancelled his subscriptions and going back to Pirate Bay because the cost of the services in the UK go over £80 a month. The question, are you still paying for 10 different streaming apps, or have you reached your breaking point with the prices like Tom has?
Honest here. I have been offered many a Fire Stick for 45 quid for everything. And I will be honest with you. I actually pay for everything that we've got. Yes, it is a ball ache, but at least I know I can sleep at night. At the end of the day,
I think
these
Tom
actors,
sleeps just fine.
these actors and stuff, they work. How would you like it if someone was to come and steal your YouTube? That was making money off your YouTube channel, for instance.
I can't hear you over the sound of me pirating. Take
No, I
what
can't
you
do-
want.
I
Give
can't do
nothing
it.
back.
When I was a kid and I had Napster and I did steal some music, songs, and albums and make them for friends. You know what? When you think like, say David's game, someone's nicked it, made a third party of it, and they're taking all the money David's not received. It's not fair on David, is it? For all the hard work he's put in. I think you had a YouTube channel back in the day, horse and cart times. Imagine if someone took your stuff, opened up a fake Tom YouTube channel, and were benefiting off all of your videos that you've done.
People actually have done
wouldn't
that to me.
I was literally about to say David knows exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, they
And
took
how
all
did
my
it
videos
feel?
off YouTube and put it on. Oh, I was fuming.
Thank
Absolutely
you. So there
fuming.
you go. So
I would have been
that's what I'm
fine.
saying, yeah.
I would have been fine if they put my name on there, but they didn't. They literally blurred that out. And it's the fact that they're using my face and my voice.
wrong.
You know what I mean? And like that just upset me. It really did. I don't know. There was just that. I don't
It's
mind you
like
taking my
identity
videos,
theft,
but as long
isn't
as you're
it?
taking the whole thing and leaving the name up somewhere, just and then
For
profit off those
advertising,
views.
Yeah.
You know.
So,
but,
yeah.
there was just something
Yeah.
about them using me. I don't know. It felt disgusting. It really did. You know.
Well, it would do because it's identity theft and it's not.
Or a lot of the
creative on
comments
them,
too.
You know?
He would get the comments and then reply as me. Is the thing, you know?
Ooh.
Yeah, you don't want that one. That's quite
That's
bad.
quite-
is that called inflammation? Inflammation?
In-
Is that the word?
What?
Inflammation?
No,
Ball and chain might know because she's very clever.
Yeah, ball and chain knows everything.
Inflammatory.
No, it's inflammatory. Yeah.
Yeah, inflammatory. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, what I'm saying is, don't steal, kids. If you're listening to this, please just pay for it. We know it's expensive. Look at Sky. We know, right? Expensive, and you don't even get to watch your own football team every single week. You have to watch some other bloody people. I actually said this a couple of years back, and now actually the football clubs are now actually doing what I said. I swear they listen to me. Why can't I buy a digital season pass to my football club and only watch their home and away games? Why do I have to pay Sky to watch golf, Formula One, this, that? Don't get me wrong, I love all sports. But if I'm paying for something, I want to just watch what I want to watch. Oh, no, but if you pay this, you get all this thrown in. But I can't watch all that at the same time, can I? So I'm just throwing money away. I just want to watch. So now football clubs are doing a season-only pass. And I thought, you've heard me. This is my idea. Same with O2. O2, back in the day, I've always been on O2, right, since I was a little kid. I had an XDA2i. If anyone remembers that, comment below, right? It's the first PDA proper smartphone that come out back in 2001, I think it was, 2002. And I says, why do I have to pay all this money? I only want to pay for data. It's all I want, because with data, I can do Wi-Fi calling. I don't need text. I don't need calls. Now, this is the way it does it. And now you can actually buy just data packages.
Yeah, you can.
Like, my invention.
Yeah.
I've been saying this for years, and now they're just listening to it. I'm like, well, I did tell you this.
We'll say we spend a lot less money in the UK than I think the Americans do. I think the Americans. Like, how much is your phone bill?
It's quite expensive.
Between two of us, I'm afraid to even say it out loud.
Go on.
It's between just two and two devices. We have insurance as well on it, but it's $243 a month.
Do you get the phone with that as well?
The phone's paid off.
What?
That's just contract.
That's just the contract.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was just I think I just got charged today.
And you don't have a landline, do you? There's no point about having a landline.
And I bet you can't even hold a signal, can you, when you're driving?
Oh no.
I bet it's
Crazy.
Okay, it's $237.
No, it's too much, man.
Yeah. I was thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I don't ever leave the house anymore. As in, like, I think I'm gonna like try reduce that because just got it the bill yesterday.
Ouch.
Do you not have gift gaff or anything like that over there?
So
that's quite cheap.
I'm on EE, which is honestly the most expensive network. Like, I know
used to be
I can
cheap,
get
to be
mine,
fair.
and also as well, I got my phone when it was at a higher price, so I know I could be a lot. So I'm really overpaying. I think mine's like 65 quid or something a month.
That's about usual,
And-
yeah.
That's not too bad, to be fair.
It's not, but I also know as well. Like Kale's, how much is yours a month? Kale's is £10 a month.
Yeah, so she's paid off phone and just doing a contract.
And with
I take
that,
it.
she's just on that, and she gets plenty of data. She gets all the phone calls, all the stuff that she wants, like £10 a month.
Yeah,
Well,
like
the new
it's
thing they do though,
crazy.
they've separated the phone bills, haven't
yes,
they? So
with
it's
the
also-
data
so like,
now, yeah.
I think mine's like 20
Two
quid
bills.
for like the data stuff, and then 20 quid for the phone. So it's like 40
Yeah.
quid overall.
Yeah, mine's £37 for an iPhone 15 Pro Max, unlimited calls, texts, and data. And then I pay £10 on top of that for my insurance in case I drop it, break it, or whatever like that. Rather than going through the home insurance, because then my premiums go up. So
Yeah.
I never want. That's the thing about insurances. If I don't have a claim, why is it my money in a little pot? So at the end of the day, they're like, "Yeah, here's all your money back. You didn't use it." Robbing gits. That's what I don't get with insurance. If you don't claim, that's my money. Give it me back.
But then again, here's the thing about that. If it's just that if that happens, how is everyone's?
Yeah,
But why should we be paying for everybody else? Why should we be paying for
that's the way
everybody
it works.
else's
It's a
money?
social
Because
cost.
everybody else will pay for you if you get yours damaged and have to.
So then
replace,
we're
you know?
allowed to be angry then at car drivers that crash
so
because they're making
you
our premiums
can-
go up.
Actually, so you can actually have it as you can do that. I know this because Travis Perkins do this, where they don't have insurance. They have their own, like, basically insurance.
They're self-insured.
It's they're self-insured and it's underwritten by like AXA or something like that. So it's underwritten by an insurance company to make it all like professional and stuff like that. But they have their own fund and they just pay whatever they need to. And They do, and it means that because when I worked for Travis Perkins, they had a thing where they said, if you have a crash, contact the branch immediately, even if it's just a small one, and do not let the people contact their insurance first, because what happens is the insurance company will call them and say, "Oh, you'll need a car. We'll charge for one," and they'll get whatever rates. Whereas Travis Perkins can go to the car, and they'll give them everything that they need to and cover everything. But because they're the ones that are actually doing the actual claim, they can say, "Okay, we'll get you a car, and we can get you one for like, I don't know, 300 quid a week." Whereas the other company will charge them $5,000.
Yeah.
And so they can basically, because they've got a lot of contracts, so they can do it as cheaply as they can do, and it saves them money in the long run. But then that way they actually keep a lot more money. So you can do that. It's just basically, the problem is that the companies they like charging for stuff. They want to charge for stuff because they can make more money.
So are we allowed to be angry?
Paul and Jane
then?
will tell you all about this.
Well, are we allowed to be angry then at people that crash the cars because they're theoretically raising our premiums each year?
Absolutely.
So if someone's driving like an idiot, we can actually say, "You're a dickhead. My premiums have just gone up because you can't drive. Get off the road. Use the bus."
Yeah.
It sounds like the same in America as well. Yeah, you pay for litigation, bad drivers and uninsured people. Thanks for that ball and chain.
She is in the industry, by the way. So yeah.
She knows what she's
And I am
talking
angry
about.
at attorneys because they always, I wanted to be a lawyer. That was one of my dream jobs. That's what I wanted to be. I wanted to help fire,
You
get
wanted to be a
good people.
lawyer?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I got the
man, I
4A
wish I
side, but I
would
didn't get the 5th. I wanted to
That
get
would
the
be
5th. And I couldn't.
hilarious.
I love it because I'm a great arguer. We all know this. I mean, I can't
Just
help
love
Tom.
arguing. I can, yeah.
I couldn't get Tom off that
to,
case, could I?
I can fake argue. I think I've proven myself over time that I can definitely debate in the.
Yeah, but you look stern as well.
As a fake lawyer, huh?
You look stern as well. Like if I was to see you in public, I would think you're quite an angry man. I think it's the beard. I'd run. I think like he's got knuckle dusters. He's got a Harley Davidson outside. He's got this like super hot shit that would
but
kick my
Jamma, all
face
you
in.
do is you go and speak
Got a super
to
hot
him.
wife.
You'd speak to him, and all he would do is show you pictures of his lawn, and you'd be like, "Oh, he's all right."
Yeah, the lawn guy. Yeah, but then I'll be thinking of Brookside. Thinking, hey, we got another Jimmy Corkley who's burying people under the lawn. You know.
Okay, so that's a wild pull because this is only a few people will get this Brookside. Fuck, I've forgotten about Brookside.
What was his name? Barry something.
You have fully lost me. I know Brookside was a show, and I think I may have accidentally come across it while
watched
flicking
it when
through
a
the
parent
channels.
was watching it or something. Yeah.
Brookside was brilliant, mate.
Awful
Brilliant
stuff.
show.
Awful.
Jimmy Corkill buried under the patio.
Do any of you guys actually watch? Speaking of TV, do any of you guys actually watch TV now?
Don't watch
Like,
live
no.
TV.
like
define TV.
You were saying about the streaming services and spending so much. Do you actually physically just watch TV?
No.
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 Same here.
Well,
And
we
with you
don't
saying that-
have a license or anything.
No.
This is right. This is one of my. Oh, you made me angry when you said you didn't have a TV license. That really fucking wound me up.
Oh no.
Why?
Why? You don't need one.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do. Read the small print whilst you need it. Even if you are watching things back on ITV, it's not just BBC.
Yeah,
I
you just
thought
don't
this.
watch any of that.
Yeah,
You
don't.
You can't do any of the
You-
BBC
so
stuff.
you don't
can't
watch
do radio.
iPlayer.
Nope.
You don't watch ITV, Channel 5, Channel 4 on any reruns.
No.
You're a lot. I know you do.
Actually, no. Actually, you can watch 4OD. It does not say 4OD. What it actually states is it says BBC iPlayer or any live TV, even if it's on, say, for instance, if you're watching a TV channel on YouTube, if it's live TV of any description, then you cannot watch that. So if you're
Also
watching,
radio as well,
if you're watching Channel
technically.
5,
If
just
you're
you do
Don't get
not.
me wrong. I don't agree
If
with the license.
if you're watching stuff, I know this because we have because I went through this when I went because we've literally just renewed our TV exclusion or whatever it is, the thing where basically you say I don't have a TV license, and it goes through all the fucking stuff where it says, do you watch this? Do you watch BBC iPlayer? No. Do you watch any live TV? So for instance, if you go to Channel 5, which by the way, up until now, does Channel 5 still exist?
Yeah.
I never heard of
That's
Channel
still
5.
a thing. It was shite. Everyone got really excited about it, and then for us, we
was
realised,
just
we
crap,
can't
yeah.
get Channel 5. And
Rubbish.
then when we did get it, we were like, and I think I may have watched Big Brother for like once on Channel 5, and then it was just, I don't get it, don't understand it, but no, there's basically no where like if the guy came, like, if we were one of them TV license people came around to the house,
What, like in the
so
young
I
ones?
say, like, well, no, but if one of the guys came to the house to check and see, that he'll see we've got no lines connected up. The only thing that we ever watch is we're trying to see it this Christmas. The only things that we've actually watched are a bunch of films, and to be honest with you, we've like watched some absolute core, because we watched the Minecraft movie yesterday with the boys.
Oh, I want to watch that. What's that on?
It's
Prime.
Pirate Bay.
Amazon.
I couldn't tell you.
I actually paid for that. I paid, when that came out, when that first came to digital, I actually paid Amazon like $20.
It was quite fun. We obviously watched the original Jurassic Park. Love that. We watched Code 3. I don't know if you've ever seen that one.
Yeah, I've not seen
familiar.
it, but I've heard of it.
It's
But Pluribus. Have you watched that
No,
yet?
not yet. There's that one which I've got downloaded, ready to watch, and also the new Dracula as well, because I watched some clips of it and it's very good. But that's ready to go. The Greatest Beer Run Ever. Which
Oh yeah,
meh.
yeah.
It was all right. And Green Book, which I quite liked, and Hidden Figures, which was fucking excellent.
You need to watch Green Wing.
Really good film.
Green Wing's quite good. That was quite funny, real good comedy. Green Wing.
Watch it, like the film Hidden Figures. That's
What's that about again? Remind me. Is that a TV show?
No, it's just a film on the first, or the computers as they were called, of NASA.
Basically, I know the one. It's got Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's basically like because the first people working out like how we got to the moon and stuff were black women. Like it was a room full of black women. And
I have watched that.
Yes, it's fucking excellent.
Brilliant.
And it talks about like how the first proper computer programmers were black women, honestly, and they were like unbelievable at it.
Yeah.
Although I did Google some stuff in it
because they kept being rude to them with the cups of teas and stuff. The other guys didn't want to.
So
black coffee, black person tea, and stuff.
Did. I don't know if that happened, but the bit where he pulled the sign down the toilets and it was like she had to keep running them. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
It was actually. It was
because black people had to go all the way across campus to go pee. Because
nope.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying in the show.
In the show,
in the film it does. But in real life, she was just so fucking good. No one said anything to her. She was so excellent at her job that even she was a black woman living in them times, she'd go to the white woman's toilet and she'd be like, no one will say jack to her. She was just fucking that good. Which honestly, I think's actually more baller than the film makes out.
Yeah, 100%.
But there's the scene where the astronaut says, get that smart woman to work it out. If she says I'm good, I'm happy. That was complete. That was he really said that, and he was like, yeah, I don't care about the computer. If she says I'm good to go, I trust her. Which I quite like that.
But yeah, no. Look, going back to it, Mark, I don't like the BBC charging that much for a license. I don't trust the BBC for what they've done. But we don't want to get into politics. We don't want to get into politics, but I think we can all agree the BBC have done some bad things. Right? So that is what I do disagree with. I have to pay like 15 quid a month.
If we don't disagree with them, are we agreeing with them? For the, you know what I mean?
Like what, Jamma? Like what bad things?
Yeah.
Just go through the years. I don't want to put it on here, but just go through everybody knows who's listening to this, what the BBC have been up to, who they've paid off, who they've allowed to get away with certain loopholes.
I don't agree with that. And
they're not who they're supposed to be.
I've heard, Jamma, I don't think that's very fair, and I've heard that, honestly, that they'll fix it.
Yeah.
Here's I feel like you know something.
Here's a fun fact.
Smile.
Jimmy Savile.
I'm going to give you a really fun fact here.
Okay.
It's a Jim will fix it joke.
That sounded like.
It's not a Jim will fix it joke. Listen, here's a good fun fact for you. Netflix is 1 year older than Google. Did you know that?
Yeah.
You knew that, yeah?
No, you know it now.
I didn't know it was 1 year, but I knew it was the same age.
Because it used to be like Blockbuster. It used to be just a video shop. Netflix used to be just a video shop where you rent DVDs or VHSs back then. Yeah,
because I knew that Netflix was.
I had a friend who used to get the I used to go around to we used to go and watch like a movie on a Friday, and partaking, but it doesn't really matter. We used to watch it, and I remember him having all his Netflix stuff, and that was I remember when I was in secondary school. No, maybe it must have been secondary school. I think it was, or maybe it was like late primary school. Probably early secondary school, and I had to go on the work experience thing.
Oh, that would have been secondary school, year 11,
Yeah, year 11. And I remember I went to go and do work as like kind of teacher's assistant for however many days it was. And I remember showing them Google, and I remember them laughing because the name was silly, and they were like, what's Google? And I'm like, but this is how you find things on the internet. And they did not get it at all. They didn't get the idea of it.
You could have compared it to Yahoo.
That was rubbish.
No, I don't think that was not. I don't.
Yahoo was about
Yahoo's.
Yahoo,
Alta Vista was before Google.
Yahoo, MSN, MSN, which is still going.
Yeah.
Yahoo was definitely a thing. Back then.
But
that was in Millennium 2000. Yahoo was there because my dad was on this chat site. That's how he met the American woman. So I remember sitting down watching him.
The computers that they'd got were brand new. And I think they'd only just got internet on them. And like it was still when internet was very
slow.
Wild West days. Like it was
DSL.
Well, it'd been
Didn't you have a GeoCities back then as well? GeoCities.com.
I actually taught it Facebook before Facebook. I'm sure other people did too, but I was like, because I wish there was a way that I could just post pictures and and as soon as I upload them, and like my friends can see them, and like and they can post pictures. Because I had a GeoCities account, and I used post pictures of my kids, and that way my parents could just click on the link that I sent them, and they would just automatically get them and all that kind of stuff. But I did think of Facebook, like as soon as I saw it, or as soon as I saw other versions of it, or whatever, like Bebo or whatever, I'm like, oh, I kind of had that idea. Yeah, interesting.
Well, I remember being on Face Party, if you remember that one. This was back.
See, mine was MySpace. I was always on MySpace because of the music thing. Because I did music, it was a way to platform and showcase your music, and that's how I started chatting with Ed Sheeran before he was who he is today. This was when Ed Sheeran was,
really.
Yeah, so
that's quite cool, actually.
Yeah, that was before he was a well-known star. Yeah.
So you actually chatted with him? Like,
I've chatted with
I'm
Ed,
like, sorry, that's news to me. I'm sorry. Is this common knowledge for a lot of people?
This. Well, it is for my family, yeah. There was a girl as well, a German singer with blonde hair. I can't remember who that is now, but I used to chat with her. I remember seeing her years and years ago on TV. I used to chat with her. We never met up, or I was just chatting because you chat to other musicians on MySpace platform. And he wasn't anybody. It was quite a while before he got his deal. He was gigging a lot, but he never got his big chance until later on. I forget who he signed with now. It weren't a major company. I forget the name. Try and research that, Tom. It was first people were. It weren't a big name.
That's really cool. That's really cool. MySpace. Were you friends with Tom?
No. I wish I was.
Everyone was friends with Tom.
I think everyone. Yeah, it was just man.
Tom. I thought you meant this Tom.
I know. I was wondering how you knew if you knew that or not. But it did change your mood. Like every time I logged
in.
Did I get a notification?
That's it. So you weren't that big. It's not like a big brand.
Yeah. But yeah, Facebook definitely changed your mood if you didn't get a notification from somebody or whatever, where it is, or liked something. But now Facebook have made it to where you get notifications regardless if you do nothing. So at least you're still getting notifications.
Changed. It's the feed that's changed for me that I don't like. I'm no longer seeing friends and family. I'm seeing random people and clickbait and stuff. It's just become this wild zoo mess that I don't even log in anymore that often. I did log in today because I put a picture up. I made this picture in Photoshop of my nephew that passed New Year's Day last year. And she's just had another baby on 10th of December. And I've put both the babies together on a little blanket. So, yeah.
Oh. That's
I
lovely.
posted that because that was quite nice.
I use Facebook for the groups. Like I'm part of a soccer group so if anybody wants to, it's where if you ever need subs for your team, this is where you go. And obviously I'm part of, I don't know, 3 or 4 lawn care groups. I literally
Mr. Green Thumb.
The grass that I use is tall fescues, and I'm part of a tall fescues group.
Fuck off.
Please tell me your song is Dr. Green Thumb.
What? My song is what?
Please tell me that your theme tune is Dr. Green Thumb by Cypress Hill.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
You don't know that song?
I might. I don't know the names of a lot of songs, but I know the song if I hear it.
Cypress Hill. You know Cypress Hill?
I know Cypress Hill, but
hello, my name is Dr. Green Thumb. This is the place just where I'm from. That could be your hip hop track. Dr. Green Thumb. Obviously, it means
does that have something to do with Cypress Hill?
Yeah, weed. Dr. Green.
Okay. Gotcha.
Tom knows more about it than I do because I've never touched it.
I couldn't, lads. No, not anymore. I know that for a fact.
Apparently, it stunts your growth, so I don't believe you've ever smoked.
Oh, I can assure you that is not true. That is definitely a myth.
Hey, I've got a question for you guys. Do you in England are you required to know English to get a driver's license?
No, I don't know. It's a weird one because there's a lot of foreign people over here with driving license now. Maybe a basic English and numeracy, maybe to answer the questions, but I don't know. I know when I was teaching, I wasn't allowed to translate road signs or to English. I knew that I wasn't allowed.
Okay.
DVSA put a stop to that. You must be able to read basic English to read the roads signs that you're driving on for safety, as you can understand. But I don't know.
I know a lot of people just learn the need to know words when it comes to driving.
You need to basically the test only comes in English.
Oh, okay. I think
English or Welsh.
So I know they do a lot of college classes, don't they? For bilingual students or whatever, foreign students that want to go to college to learn basic English, they do a year of English or however long they need to.
Now, do you think that it should be a lot more? Do you think that people should be kind of forced to learn the language that you're living in? As in like where it's not like illegal to talk in your own native language, you know what I mean?
I find it rude.
Okay.
If I was to go abroad, so when I go abroad to Spain or wherever, I always do like to try and learn the local lingo to show respect. There's nothing worse than going on a bus or public or walking through town with your family and you don't know what's being said because you don't know if they're speaking about you.
Do you really need to know what other people are talking?
You don't, but if they're in a small room, if they're in a small room and it's just you and you can hear someone talking and giggling, it almost, I don't know, I get quite anxious. Like, are they talking about me? Is something going on?
Dude, they're talking about you.
For me, I don't like. I don't have an issue. I mean, so I literally went to go and get my haircut today, and I was actually weirdly thinking about this. So there was a couple of lads in there that were chatting. I think they were from Turkmenistan, or there was a flag from.
You made that up. That's not a real country, is it?
I said, yeah.
It sounds made up.
You know what? When I saw it, I was
he
like,
said it in such a straight face as all did it.
Turkmenistan. But you actually, so you should know this because that's the country that John Oliver did a full segment on the leader of Turkmenistan, and it's the whole thing because he's really into
it's
horses.
The horse dude.
Like
that's right.
Really
that's
horses.
Right.
So they were chatting away, and the guy that dealt with me because I've like quite, especially with the beard, I've got very specific stuff, and I've had it before where they didn't speak enough English that they didn't understand what I was asking them, and they cut it too short.
I remember
they
that
didn't
because you were
understand.
devastated.
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't know they had
pissed off.
Okay.
And so for me, yes, for like certain professions, yes, there should be. You should have a certain the same thing as like if I went to if I went like long distance trucking to Europe, I feel like I should have to learn at least a few phrases of like and have a bit of understanding or at least have some kind of ability to communicate. There needs to be an ability to
AI.
communicate with them. No, don't wrong. Yes, yeah, that's absolutely right. Probably what I would do is I would get some of the proper Pixel Bud headphones where you actually have the translator and
That's
you
what my
can
daughter's got
translate
now.
in
Yeah,
real
the new
time.
Apple
Oh,
ones.
that's cool, yeah.
Yeah, the Apple ones do
No,
that.
you give them
Yeah.
the earbud.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about the Google one that wasn't a sudden, like they made this and made it like, oh, we've just invented this, despite the fact Google did it many years before.
I'm going to throw a
Yeah.
curveball on in a minute because this might change your minds about this language thing. Carry on.
Well, in a minute,
I've got a
I
thought.
think you're
I've
doing it
got-
right now.
Are we literally going to sit in
Bring it
silence?
now.
Until you
Well,
go
I've
it?
got a great thought. What if that foreign person has got a life or death situation and they can't speak a word of English to the paramedic to get help to this person? They can't communicate. This person's going to
Actually,
die.
there's a way that there's a way that they
Imagine
do.
if
But
they
the
can't
reality
because
is-
they don't understand. Because I've seen it in videos where they're trying so hard, they're frustrated that they can't communicate.
if
Lost in translation.
someone-
It could be
if
life
someone
or
is
death.
is
So I think you should
able-
learn. If you go into a
if
country, you should
someone
learn.
is able to communicate with you and able to speak with you, they've got quite a high GCS. So it's not an actual. They're not in a life-threatening situation.
Hold on.
And-
What if the person next to him can speak it? You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
like
you're
I'm
on
just
about
saying, let's
someone
just
that
say,
he's saying someone needs help, basically.
yeah.
Then it
So
doesn't
he's trying
really.
to do
it
like
doesn't-
Lassie. Basically, he needs to
The-
take
Imagine
the
if you were in a
reality is
country
it
with your
doesn't-
do
kids.
that.
No,
Imagine
no,
if
no,
you were
no,
in a
that
country with your
doesn't- that
kids right
doesn't-
now, something happens, you need to get help for your kids, you're in a different language. You as one of these
Okay,
guys, I'm not going to
then-
learn the
then
local language.
I'll put you into the same thing. Someone is in the same condition, but they don't have a friend with them. Can you diagnose what's wrong with them? Yes, because that's what first aid's all about. You don't need someone to sit and tell you that.
So
there's
why
something
do I
like
know
that.
I go
You
into a
just need-
doctor's then? They always say to me, what's wrong with you then? Well, hold up, you're the doctor. You tell me what's up.
No, because that's different. This is
scenario,
someone who's
though, innit?
actually
You're going
walked in.
Yeah.
Yes, but
If
this
you,
is someone
if you turn up and
you're
there's an
talking.
emergency, then you're first.
Yeah.
But what if they
first
can't find out the
people on site.
emergency? And I'm only saying this because I've been watching The Good Doctor and a lot of
Oh, I've
stuff
been
is
watching
happening
that.
on
It's so
there.
good.
Oh, because
It's
everything in The
great.
Good Doctor is exactly real and happens just the way it is.
So accurate.
By the way, have you ever seen clips from that Chicago fire? Holy,
What, real life fire?
that is
or-
some. No, it is no like the TV show.
Oh,
It is
no.
absolute fucking like.
Thank you, Ball and
genuinely,
Chain. I love
some
Oh,
of
is
that.
them-
yeah,
Sorry.
is that the one where they're firefighters? No, I've seen clips of that.
Yeah, it's some of the people there should be sacked immediately.
Yeah, there's
It
some
makes
funny ones.
so many fucking shocking decisions.
Yeah.
But the reality is, if it's a first aid situation, if it's something where like a paramedic or something like that, and the person's non-verbal, then in a day, if you're out having to deal with them, that person's in a critical condition. You can diagnose very quickly what they are.
But what if you can't see
can
it?
get-
What if they're not cut? What if there's no visible problems whatsoever?
Then you still diagnose it.
Can you?
Still it's something. Yeah. If someone's right, if it's not something that you can see, well, no, you can see it. There's always stuff. There'll be a shortness of breath, say, for instance, or if it's a head injury, then they might have, say, for instance, pupils of two different sizes. They might have, they might be kind of moaning, or like kind of like them coming in and out of consciousness.
Yeah.
Could be that they're like people. It doesn't. If it's a basic.
So medical
first aid
then
thing,
is a language of its own.
It's just yeah. It doesn't matter what
You just learn
language.
to deal with what you're given, basically, don't you?
'Cause
That's what
the
the
reality
training's all
is-
about.
For someone who's actually, when it's an actual serious first aid situation, and it's actually something where it's a critical situation, person's collapsed, then you have to go through your ABCs. You have to go through stuff like that. You can then say like, person is speaking to me, but I can't understand what they're saying. Now, don't get me wrong. There is a thing where it could be a head injury, and you need to ask them what day is it or something like that. Now, in
Yeah,
them sort
what
of
your name
situations,
is, where you're from,
but-
how old you are. Yeah.
but stuff like that, you can still get diagnosis from other parts, and you can still you're able to call up the translator. But if they're verbal and their GCS is high enough where they're consciously talking to you, yes, they're in a serious situation, but not as serious as someone who is like not talking, they're not breathing, or something along them lines there. So it's I don't know. I don't think it's because in the day, plenty of people go into different countries. We travel, we go to like Cyprus and stuff like that. In the day, people there might not speak English, but if it's a medical situation, if a first aid is needed, someone to try and like resuscitate or something like that, I'm happy because as long as they've had first aid training,
See, I find
it
the world
doesn't
speaks a lot of English anyway. It does. We are quite lucky to have that as a language. I mean, it's not the biggest language.
Yes.
I think Chinese is the largest language in the world.
But it is very, very concentrated around one area, whereas English is
pretty much universal, isn't it?
Yeah, and there are certain places like Rome where people usually will speak English. A lot of people will speak English.
And we're not going to say America because they change our words quite a lot. I don't know.
By the way, America's invaded a country.
What?
And
Venezuela.
Yeah. I've heard of that.
When did that happen?
Today, apparently.
Yeah, it's on the news right now.
Yeah. Trump's just like, fuck them guys, and he's gone in
politics. Politics.
This
politics.
This is
news.
Politics. This is
just news.
This is major news.
Is it not to do with Trump then?
No, it is.
What was it on Boxing Day? Was it Boxing Day as well that they set off nukes to Iran or something? Trump, literally after Christmas.
Oh, actually sent them, as in like shipped them there.
I don't know what he did, but I see some. I don't know if it was clickbait or what, but apparently on Boxing it was like day after Christmas. Bloody hell! Come on, mate.
At least they waited till after Christmas.
Yeah, everyone's concentrating on that and drinking, aren't they? They don't know what's going on.
I mean, traditionally, Boxing Day is the day that you're supposed to open all your boxes. So, you know.
Yeah.
I know you said something about Black Eye Friday or something last time.
No, Boxing Day is the day that you open up your boxes. Which technically is the day that you should open your presents.
What is?
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay,
Sorry,
I presume you're
boxes,
joking here, yeah. But why is it called Boxing Day? Oh, you're not joking?
That's the day that you're supposed to open your boxes.
I always thought it was two Irishmen in the back garden that would box.
No, this is genuine, completely serious.
Panama.
Okay, I don't believe you. I never believe you.
But so back in the old days, this is the day that your like bosses would give out like packages of whatever it was, and you would open up your boxes. So it was called Boxing Day. David's about to turn around and go, "What the fuck?"
He's definitely
right, it's called Boxing Day due to two main traditions: either the giving of Christmas boxes with gifts and money to servants and tradespeople who worked on Christmas Day, or opening of church alms, alms. I've never heard that word before. Boxes to distribute donations to the poor on December 26th. But
well done, Tom.
Fair enough.
Well done, sir.
Oh, he's a clever little sausage, that one, isn't he?
He is, isn't he?
Thanks. Actually, I learned that quite recently.
Is that your first fact of the year, Tom?
It is, yes.
You want another fact, Tom? What's Elves' favourite music? Rap. Hey, have you heard about? I forget his name now.
The bird.
P.T. Bello. Is it Peter Bello?
Oh, the word.
Word is the word.
Bertie. What's his name?
I don't know who you're talking about.
I can't think of him now.
You're nailing it.
Wet singer. Wet
This is
singer.
so funny, Jamma.
So wet that you got to get him to hit 3 times.
No, wet. What's his name? The lead singer.
Oh, I can't remember. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I think this is the joke, by the way, for some reason.
Oh, what you think? This is where he's going? What,
No,
he's
I forget what's his
water
name.
at the same time.
His name.
No,
He's got big news anyway. He's got arthritis. He says he can feel it in his fingers. He can feel it in his toes. So
the song.
That is the song.
So, anyways, we move on to a different topic.
We love you, Jamma. No regrets bringing you on to the show at all.
Yeah.
Cheers, thanks.
I
Failed
I got a 3D printer for Christmas.
Ooh.
So did Logan's cousin. It's amazing.
Have you printed
That's so
something
cool.
rude?
No, not yet. The kids have been here, so that has not happened. However, I know for the audio listeners, this is one of the things that I've printed out. It's not finished as of yet, but
it's a Star Trek taser
from Star Trek.
That's amazing.
Is it set to stun?
Set to fun. That's what's going on.
Set to fun. Oh, I love it.
How long does it take to do that?
I don't know. It's been that one's been a bit on and off, and I've kind of like I'll be honest here. It's been interesting learning stuff because, so say for instance, this is my current like iteration of it. One piece not glued on yet because I need to kind of do the trigger and stuff, so it needs to be taken apart again. But basically, there's all sorts of different parts in it, all basically. But then I've got this bit here, which is the original bit, and I fucked up really badly. So it's like I don't know if you can see the lines. And
back it up.
You can't really see it too, but you can kind of see.
Is it smooth or is it rough?
So it's kind of what you want it to be as such, or depending on like curves. It can struggle with it because it's doing it line by line. It is crazy to watch it, and it's really really interesting seeing like how it does certain parts, how it. But I love how. So this one here. The one I'm kind of building. I want to do a few like cosplay stuff. So it's got like magnet slots in it. So it's got 5x5mm magnets. You pop them in, glue them in, and so it's got full magnetic joints. And a lot of the ones that you can get have got like Freddie, my youngest, he wanted like a little, he wanted a butterfly knife, so he could try and do like butterfly tricks. And he's got like we had to get some screws for it, so he's actually had to build it himself. But the thing that's kind of I'm loving about it is the fact that the boys are actually having to learn. Well, yes, I did. Yeah.
Has anyone just glossed over that?
No.
I'm sure there's no blades in there.
To ignore it,
you know what I mean? It's
it's a fidget
just the mechanics
thing,
of it.
Basically. Yeah. It's just the mechanics. I mean, don't wrong. It's a bright purple blade with like black. So you can tell it's not real. It doesn't look real in the slightest. But it's just fun for him to use. But they've been getting used to like they're actually starting to learn about actually 3D modeling. So Ollie's actually done a model that he's going to print out, and they're learning how all the stuff actually gets put together and and it's kind of nice to actually see them actually learning about the actual like manufacturing of stuff and understanding like how it's getting put together and how these things are actually working. And so it's kind of I don't know, for me it's like a powerful educational thing, but it's also kind of like I'm going to train the cat to do tricks because she's highly intelligent, like crazy intelligent. So she worked out how to get out of a little pen that we have to put her in at night because she attacked with the cat. It's a whole thing. She's got out the pen, then opens the door. So she's worked out if she jumps up onto the handle, it opens slightly, and then she can get a paw around and open it up. So we're going to train her. And I was looking for a little clicker, and I found one today, and it was £4 for this little plastic clicker. Like, fucking hell, it's been £4. And I realised I can 3D print it, and it's going to cost me
nothing.
About
did you have
10p.
Did you have to make the image yourself, or did you actually look for it somewhere?
No, there are
there's loads.
So many. You do not have to
some
make
you have
shit.
to pay, some are free, aren't they? I've noticed.
Yeah. That really printables.com is what I've been using for like pretty much most of it.
I think I might have a request then.
Printables.com.
Okay.
And honestly, it's crazy how much stuff there is on there.
I might have a request then, Tom, for when I next see you, if you can present it to me.
I figured there'll be some kind of
How much?
photography thing.
How much did it cost?
Yeah.
What, for the printer?
Yes.
I can't remember. It was on Black Friday sale, so it was all right in price. Yeah.
Like
so $20?
No.
I bet they're about 400 quid, I think. They're about 400 quid.
Yeah, they're not cheap, like, but
so what is it, 300 or 20?
Well, my brother's one was 150.
I can't.
And that was on
I
sale.
don't need the exact price. I just want to know
we'll say
like
150. We'll say.
Yeah,
okay, 150. So you can get one, and it works. All right, I have one in the garage right now. I haven't been able to figure out how to use it. I tried getting the software for it. It doesn't do it. I plugged into the computer. It doesn't even recognize it. I'm like, it's my friends. I have this marble run, and it has a chain connected to a motor, and where you can make the marbles go up around. And drop it down, and then the marble will go down. But I would like, I really want one that is like the ceiling length. You know what I mean? Just so I can kind of have a really epic one, And I made the part myself and everything. And then it was time to print it, and I couldn't fucking print it. It was just like, God damn it!
What manufacturer was it? Because I've got
it's some weird. I don't even know, to be honest.
So mine's a Flash Forge, but like I'm guessing, was it a bamboo that your brother got?
Bamboo sounds familiar. I don't know, but then again, maybe it was because I was just looking at 3D printers, and that's why I can't.
You need AI, David. Ask AI. Put it all.
I did. Oh bloody hell, I did. And they sometimes. What annoys me with AI is that they give you an answer without saying, "I don't know if this is correct or not." You know what I mean? They answer you like they know
Correct.
what they answer you like they're saying what it's fact. Okay, this is exactly what you need to do, kind of thing. And like, no, in your opinion, you think this is what. How about that always annoys me.
You want
AI,
honesty.
So
Yeah.
I had this
Yes.
today, setting up a camera, and I spent about fucking 20 minutes on it, with it telling me to go into this setting and to click on this and then to click on that. Went through it, and then I basically got like a little cheap camera. I was going to point out the window, but it's got IR LEDs on it, so it just fucking lights up the whole window. And so it's telling me that I need to go in here and turn off day and night cycle, and it says, "Oh no, it might be in this segment here." So I've gone through all the fucking settings, and then I've said I cannot find this setting anywhere. It says, "Well, you can try this," or one popular thing that people do is just use black tape. Why is it popular? It's because there is no setting to do that. You have led me on a wild goose chase. You have just given me an answer because you don't want to not give me an answer. I wish you could tell AI to just say, "I don't know."
Can you not just
Or-
question
Yes.
it
Never
and
argued
say
with
it's
AI.
100%
No,
correct?
you cannot do this. Just tell me I can't do this. Don't just be trying to be helpful and just make some shit up.
I know, right? The
You're
only
definitely
times
like
I'm getting
me,
angry,
you've
like my
argued.
wife gets a little embarrassed sometimes where she overhears me. Not embarrassed, but like, "Oh, David, don't talk to
Cringy.
AI like that."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do
As
it
like
as
where I'm
well.
just getting really angry. As in like, seriously, why are
sometimes
you telling
when
me to do something that you don't know the answer to?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I'm the
I
same.
don't know goes a long way.
Yeah, I'm the same. So I'm not the only one then that argues with AI. You prick,
When
you
the,
fucking
when
wasted
the
all my
oval
time.
happens, you guys are in trouble then, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah, Kels is the same thing.
But I definitely do want something. So I have a request. So I've obviously got a DJI Mini 2 that I was gifted by one of my good
Obviously
friends,
have it.
Ben.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I lost one in one of my YouTube photography vlogs, and he kindly donated it to me. So I've got a Mini 2 DJI, and I would like landing gear, basically like a little
Ooh.
legs. It's already got landing gear on it, but I'd like a little special attachment at the bottom so it can softly land, or
Why?
propeller.
Why do you want that?
Because then I can hang stuff on it, like put something on it. There's a prison at the back of me, you see. But no, or
Gotcha.
propeller guards. So when we catch it, because
There
in one of my
there is
videos,
there is landing gear.
yeah, because
He's
Ben
found it
tried to
already.
catch it.
Done.
We was at Mam Tour, and Ben was trying to be really clever, and he says, "I'm going to catch this for you, Jermaine, in thin air." And I went, "Oh, go on then." He landed, propelled his finger, and blood everywhere.
No.
Blood everywhere.
Ouch.
So yeah, I was
Savage.
thinking that wouldn't have happened if we had some guards.
Yeah,
So
you
I
need
didn't know if
something.
Yeah,
there was
I have
something.
guards on my on my. I don't have a Mini, but I do have the Mavic. And
I do like the Mavic. It's too heavy over here. We're not allowed to fly it.
You know what's funny? The very first time I ever the first time I ever flew a drone. This is one of the big drones that you could practically hang off of.
The Phantom 4.
But it was,
Is it the Phantom?
Yes, yeah, white one. You know, your stereotypical drone that they had back in the day. You know, so I had one of those, but I accidentally forgot to do something, and like within seconds of me flying it, I tried landing it, but it ended up flipping upside down, and I crashed it. But I didn't do any damage. I just scratched it up a few blades and stuff. You know what I mean? But it was just like
That
oh my
upsets you
God.
though, doesn't it? When it's new and it's got a scratch up. No, I hate that. You know, when you got new
By
trainers
the
as
way, there are prop guards for it, which fit quite nicely. There's landing gear. There's proper little skids. There is a sun shield for the controller, so it stops all the glare.
Ooh.
There's like a nice little 3D printed case, so it just slits inside the case, and you can put it into your pocket.
I've actually got a bag. I have got. He
I
did give me
I
the
kind of half
no-fly
feel like
pack,
that is
so I've got a
pirating,
bag.
isn't it? Is that just basically what pirating is? This
Yes.
is the 3D version of Pirate Bay.
But this is Tom, the Chinese version. He's made instead of made in China, it's now made in Lake District.
This
so
is
it's brilliant.
this is like Temu.
This is
isn't it?
British made. How much
I mean,
do
the
I owe
thing
you,
is,
Tom?
it's
I'll send you some money for the parts.
It's so cheap to make stuff, and like for the actual filament and stuff like that. When you actually, because when you're like, I use Orca Flash Forge, the one I use, and so when I'm printing it out, it gives you the actual price of how much your print's going to cost.
Oh,
wow!
And so it tells me, like for instance, like it'll tell me like the most expensive one I did which was this. I built a starship for my son of like one that's like one's from Star Trek that he likes, and that cost £2.50, and that was £2.49, and that was the cheapest. That was like the most expensive one that I've done. Like a lot of the time, it'll come up and it'll say 10p, like 15p and stuff like that, and it's astonishing how, like, for instance, like I also made him a phaser, like a proper Star Trek phaser. I'll be honest with you, like, if you don't like, if you like, looking at it like in his hands, you could not tell it was 3D printed. You can, if you look at it close, you can see, oh, there's these bits here that look a bit bumpy and stuff like that, but it looks like a proper phaser, and it's absolutely excellent. Again, it did not cost a lot of money to make it, but if you like go on to like now, if I type in phaser for sale and go and have a look at it, you're looking at like 30 quid for one, depending what it is that you're getting.
And how much are you making it for?
And it's fun putting it together too. I mean, he has like, because it comes in different pieces and all that kind of stuff.
It's a lot of fun putting it together. I mean, like the one, like this one that I've done here, the guy that does these has like all these different ones, and like, so he's got one that's phases from Strange New Worlds, and it's got like actual bits that come out on it. It's got like clicky bits on it and all this sort of shit.
Nice.
And like it's really satisfying. I've also got like I've just ordered like a load of color primer, and I'm actually going to fully paint these and actually kind of make them look as real as I can do.
It's crazy that you can actually print a gun now. You know, you can 3D print an actual gun and have it work.
People,
you know, like a phaser gun,
yeah.
like a real gun that actually, maybe you need maybe one metal part just to stick there so it actually penetrates the bullet. Or
I think it's the spring. I think the spring's the only part that you actually need to print out. Yeah,
it's just insane what you can do now. I know people make a living. They buy like 100 printers and they're just constantly running all day. And of course, you have electricity to think of. You know, the amount of plastic or whatever you want to call it, those reels of plastic.
PLA, yeah. It's just the plastic, yeah.
You know,
what I'm going to do is I want to, like, we have something called Minicon up here. It's like basically a Comic-Con, but like smaller. And I'm going to print some out, and me and Kale are actually going to paint them all up, do them all up, actually make them look like proper props. And I can actually, the guy who actually makes them, I can actually pay him. He asks for like £10 a month or something to basically be able to sell his stuff on, which I'm absolutely fine with doing. Even if we sell one of them, it'll still be. And like if we're selling them on as an actual completed thing, making it look as good as it can be, well, you're not looking at like it's one of them things where it's quite good to do. Like it's a lot of fun. It's something that, I'll be honest with you, I quite enjoy doing it.
You can make game paddles.
You just triggered,
can't you? On you like on your game pads as well. Then, but you can do all that gamey. The trigger pad, you know, the extra buttons that they put on the bottom.
Yeah.
But Aaron's made a good point as well. If you was to make me some things for the DJI, it might take me over the 250 because my drone's 249 at the minute grams.
It's
and I know
249. Right, so it would have to be 1 gram. Right.
I mean, I have got my pilot license anyway, so I can fly higher than that. But the rules changed because there's new rules out now, isn't there? I had an email the other day from the drone community. They've changed the. I don't know what they are. I don't understand them, so I've just flicked through. But there is definitely some new rules coming into play for drones, and I don't know who it affects or how it affects, or if it affects me with the 249. If it has to be lower grade or not, I'm not sure. But I know there's definitely new rules from the aviation party for the drones. Have you heard of this?
I've heard there's something, but I don't know what. I don't actually know fully what the deal is. But by the way, I'll, with the guards, I can actually tell you exactly how much they'll weigh.
All right. Are you going to leave us in suspense?
I am. Yeah, because the program's loading up. But if you give me a second, I'll tell you how much.
Shall we do the guess? So me and David guess. Shall we do a guessing game?
15 cents.
What for the weight?
No.
Sorry, that's the weight. Oh yeah, the weight. I don't know, half a gram. Ooh. Yeah, maybe. I do want to tell you about my $1 million AI idea, by the way.
Go on.
All right, it's take a picture of all the Lego you have. Like spread it out as much as you possibly can. Maybe take multiple pictures or whatever, right? Just all because my son has a ton of Legos now, and as soon as he puts it together, he destroys it, and it gets mixed in with the rest of the community and all that kind of thing, right? But you take a picture of it or whatever you have and send it to AI, and then you can ask them, what can we create with this? All right, and they, so they can actually make you a booklet that you can print out and just make something new. What?
Like the Lego movie, where he can just look at parts and he knows what to create.
Basically, but he exactly like that. Actually, come to think of it, that's because he's a master builder.
Master builder.
Yeah. Everything is awesome.
It is great. I love the Lego movie. It's great.
But like something like but I
call
actually
it
have
Master
AI
Builder.
actually doing that.
Call it the Master Builder.
I think that would be kind of cool because sometimes I'd like I
wish
I could just take some other books and just start making stuff with them because actually it turns out to be a lot of fun. I really do. I just hate when he destroys it the very next day.
So why don't you instead of Lego, why don't you take pictures of random things in your house that you want to recycle? Like they used to do with the fairy bottles, the washing up powder. The kids would go out and make a rocket out of it.
Oh,
so why not something like that for AI? Like you've got all this junk. Do I throw it away, or can we make some on a Sunday when it's raining outside? I've got all these bits. I've got toilet roll emptied. I've got cardboard boxes here. What can we create for a fun day? There's your idea.
Okay, it is. There's apps out there that kind of help you play with your kids in certain ways. And like, here's a fun thing: get a bunch of beer cups and stack them, and you can do bowling, or you can do flip cup. Stuff that you would like maybe do at a drinking game, but actually is very fun to do with kids as well.
It is. Even a cardboard box, make a TV out of it, don't they? The kids go inside
by the way,
the box.
It would take it over the. It's 63 grams.
Wow.
And it would cost £1.20 or £1.26 actually.
Okay. I with your talk of 3D printers, I'm wondering if my wife was like, "Oh God, this is something that Dave's going to have to buy now." Thanks, Tom. Even though I have one, but we just cannot figure it out.
Well,
I've had
I will say the one that I've got using the Orca Flashforge, it has been so simple to do the print. It's been dead simple, but there has been some learning curves, and I will say I actually have it so the program is on my kids' computers when they come round now.
Nice.
So they both have this on there. They've both been using this and sending prints down, and they've been checking on it and like kind of going through it, and they've kind of enjoyed the kind of like actually pulling it off and then building the stuff. So as like an educational tool, it's been fucking really good.
Can you make
Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yeah, I don't. I'll have to get a blue. I'd have to get the colours, but the one that I've got is actually colour one, so it can actually do it all in colour.
Can you make us lot?
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Can you make little models
figurines
of us for me, you, Chloe, and David?
Like technically, yes.
Have you ever seen the model that of me
beard.
that I have?
No, you got it.
Actually, yeah.
Oh wait, there. I might. Sorry about that.
This is me.
Oh, that's crazy good.
I think you've shown me this.
That's amazing.
What was that?
Yeah, that was like my favorite present I've ever gotten from my wife.
I love that. That is wicked.
Yeah, all she did is send one picture, and some guy just carved it out, like handmade. It wasn't 3D printed.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know?
Cool.
I see a guy on YouTube doing that, but it's with clay, and then he does all the famous people like MJ and stuff, and Michael Jordan.
I feel like if you look closely, it kind of looks like it is clay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like just and then it's just hardened.
That is amazing. What an amazing gift.
Yeah, so you're going to have to go to YouTube, guys, and see what I was showing you. Okay, so sorry about that.
That's brilliant. You should shout out the company where it's from for a bit of ad, man. A bit of car. Like you said earlier, someone's nicking all your stuff, not shouting your name out.
Yeah, well, I didn't steal anything. I bought,
it's
amazing. Was purchased with. Yeah, just because you buy something doesn't mean you have to advertise it.
No, that's true.
But yeah. So, do we have any other topics?
No, I was quite open for the. I like the wife of facts. I really do. I keep waiting to hear it.
I love it. Honestly,
I really love it. I really love it. It's one of my highlights. because you learn so much. It's brilliant.
You do, but you forget so much too. A lot of times you end up forgetting that shit.
No, I've been using that at work all the time. I said you can officially
Oh,
beat
yeah?
your wife with a 3-inch stick. I said you can shoot a Scottishman with a bow and arrow.
Is there any Scottish guys on your team?
Yeah. Yeah, apparently you can do it to Welsh as well, but I don't know how true that is. But apparently it's the same for the Welsh as well.
That checks out.
I'm not sure.
No,
So,
I heard that Wales isn't a real country.
hey,
What are your thoughts on that?
of course it is.
I would go to Wrexham and just tell people that, just see what happens.
Yeah,
you ain't.
I did Google it and it did say it was, but I heard like that sometimes it's not.
It's landlocked, isn't it? I start saying Switzerland isn't a country.
What are you talking about? Wales is landlocked?
Oh, it's within Britain, isn't it? So don't they call that landlocked?
Okay,
Like
maybe
Scotland
no.
and
Landlocked
Wales.
is where there's no
No.
water touching it. There's
Oh.
no. Yeah.
I thought it was like Switzerland because it's where there's like Switzerland, France. They're all sort of together.
Yeah, but Switzerland is landlocked because it's got no access to the sea.
Yeah, not just water to the sea. Would that
Okay,
include
then.
lakes like Lake Michigan and Chicago?
That's where I lived up near there, Lake Michigan, Lake Sturgis. Yeah.
The definition of landlocked.
I think
I
you might
don't
be
know.
right.
So are you saying, is Illinois? Would Illinois be considered landlocked?
Oh yeah, Illinois. Jesus, why I said Chicago?
Um,
Yeah, because of Lake Michigan is like the size of it's
Well,
larger
no,
than
because can you
than the
not
Mediterranean,
get to
isn't
the
it?
sea?
Yeah, you can.
from Lake
But it's
Michigan.
still a lake.
No, but if you can travel,
You can
to
get to the sea from Switzerland too with a river.
No. As in, like, no. But I don't think you. Oh no, because I guess you've got to go through another country. No, because I don't know.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I think as long as you, I don't know what the definition.
No,
of
no.
landlocked
I'm looking
would
at it
be.
right now. There is no access to the sea from Lake Michigan and all of those other lakes. It's
I
Lake
thought it did. I thought
Superior.
it goes at the top.
No, it goes into Canada. It goes into Ontario. There is a river that will bring it eventually to the sea. But that's it. But technically there's a river from Switzerland too. I'm sure.
But not one that you can travel by a cargo ship or something like that. I guess no, it is actually. It's quite. I don't know. Actually, that's it. I mean, it's one of them things where what is the definition of landlocked, and is it just that it's not on the coast, or if you can technically, because if you think about it, there will be countries where there's only a small slither that they can get through to it, or get through to wherever.
Because America is a lot like England, isn't it? America's an island. It's just a big island, isn't it?
Because technically, is Georgia landlocked?
Georgia, as in this country, or the state?
as in the
Atlanta.
country.
Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah. Well,
Because
then
it's,
that's
it's to the Black Sea, but the Black Sea is
Oh,
really
that
a
Georgia.
lake. Although I think it's a salt lake, isn't it?
Beardo
Black Sea, yeah.
says
So, yeah, that's a Dead Sea.
Get
That's
many.
the Dead Sea, isn't
it's a
it?
landlocked country. Get many. Germany? Yeah, or is next to T, so he meant to say Germany. Germany is a landlocked country.
Yeah, Germany.
I mean,
I always
Germany
thought
was
Welsh was
landlocked.
definitely a country, though.
Germany's a landlocked country now. However, I believe it wasn't landlocked at one point. I believe
Yeah.
it had a lot of sea that was
Yeah.
available to it.
Yeah. How weird would it have been though if that turned out different? Like,
Sorry, the Mediterranean is a lot bigger than I thought it was. Sorry,
Oh,
I thought
right.
that Lake Michigan was bigger than the Mediterranean, but no.
Well, there's another, because it's only a small opening, but then I don't know. Is Georgia?
isn't it called the Strait of
that's-
Gibraltar?
I don't
which is
even know
quite
where
small?
Georgia is. I always
Georgia's-
thought Georgia was a state, and then I found out that there was no fighting in the state of Georgia, and it was in somewhere else. called
Yeah. A
Georgia.
lot
Georgia's
of people,
near
I think
Afghanistan,
that day,
isn't
a
it?
lot of
That
people
side,
discovered
that
Georgia was a
Georgia.
country.
Yeah, you got Georgia, Afghanistan, Jerusalem, and all that, isn't it? Is that the one you're on about? That one? to the right of Cyprus and Turkey.
There it is. All right, Black Sea. All right. We're losing so many people right now. But
we've gone full down the shower thought. Right, shall we end it there?
We might as
we're
well.
Full on fucking craziness. Right. Thank you so much for listening. If you haven't listened, how the fuck did you get here? Who are you? Why are you here? What are you doing with your life? What is life? What is all the things that happen? Is life real? But we shall see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I don't even know where that came from. That's so stupid. That was so stupid.
It's like the
By the
Truman
way,
Show.
I've been
I was so
recording now for
invested
so long.
then.
When I close my eyes, I can see the ring from my camera.
I was so invested then. I really was interested about this.
Thank you so much for listening. Podcast manager. Fuck me. Fuck that there. Thank you so much for listening. Podcast manager and editor is David. Thank you very much, David.
You're very, very, very welcome.
Yeah, host is myself. We've also got Jamma, and we've got David again, because he's fucking everywhere. He's just
We did have
everywhere.
Chloe as well.
And I was going to say, we also very briefly had Chloe, but she left and then never came back. But that's fine. We'll allow her to do that. Yeah. Massive thanks to our Patreons. We've got Arthur Job, Dildo, I'm Having an Orgasm, Jack Goodwin, John Brown, Justin Reaney, Master Bates, Me Hall, Phil Starkey, SMID, Stephen Patterson, and Trucker Colin. Massive thanks to all you guys and some people that we love nearly as much, but only half as much realistically, if we're being honest. We've got Big Mike, Gavin Williams, Neil Rees, Trucker Joe, and Danny Flynn, the Wanking Master. You guys are all fucking legends. Do stuff on social if you want to. If not, I don't give a fuck.
Do we have socials anymore?
I don't know. Maybe. So that's what I've my back. But
remember back in the day that we used to, in a way, I have my, you have except for access. We got to plug shit. Like you know, we had to endure, well, today is what, like an hour and a half so far of talking to you guys, where you should at least be allowed to plug something.
You can plug me then. Jermaine Michael Photography on YouTube.
So you got to say it a little bit slower.
Jermaine Michael.
For the few people.
Jermaine Michael Photography on YouTube, where you see me climb epic mountains with my camera. And on my latest one,
do you remember when we used to be a
full.
trucking podcast?
Oh yes, trucking.
No, I barely do.
I cannot remember the last time we spoke about trucks. It has been fucking ages.
Cummins engines.
Honestly, I'm kind of okay with it.
I was looking at Facebook today for certain topics or certain stuff that's happening in the trucking industry, but then I ended up reading one post that just went me down. That I lost half an hour because of how inappropriate all the comments were. Basically, there was this guy who looked like he was from the Middle East, and he said that he lost his job because he couldn't read a children's book from a cop who pulled him over for a DOT inspection, and that he lost his livelihood. In my opinion, it was completely made up story just to trigger rage, and I just went down a rabbit hole of reading really inappropriate posts, and that's where I came up with the whole idea.
So half the people were like getting angry about the fact that they got asked for a children's book, and the other ones were just fucking full racism about, like, get them out! The Muslims are taking over the country!
Yeah.
They're coming over in
basically,
boats
yeah.
filled with
and there was like
soldiers
3,500 comments. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it was just
aren't we all immigrants?
Yeah, we are. That's completely true. Yeah.
Don't we all drive foreign cars and eat Italian food and Chinese food?
I drive a Ford American
and we all
car
watch
right
TVs from different places, so without immigration we don't grow? Or was that just me?
there.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm definitely a mongrel. 100%. I am definitely a mongrel. I'm dual heritage. I've got Irish, English, Jamaican and South African.
I think anyone looking at me probably has figured out that at some point a Viking has come over here and like pillaged and done all sorts of things. So, you know, that's not great.
And David being
got a bit of
Irish,
French
they get
and some
everywhere.
Irish as well.
Yeah, Irish get everywhere.
I mean, you are literally an immigrant, David. I mean, you cannot be I mean, it's not even slightly. You are fully a fucking immigrant.
Yeah, I'm glad I came legal too.
If you turn your head upside down, you look normal.
Jump over any border.
Yeah.
Turn his head upside down.
I mean, we'll see how long that lasts, because he'll be going after Everyone. They're all out. Be no one left. Right, anyways, shall we end it there?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Right. Right, thank you very much to the patrons. You guys are all lovely and gentlemen and...
Oh, my trucking skills. That's why we ended up going this weird little rant. Yeah, please download my game, my US trucking skills.
This is still the podcast. Holy shit.
Yeah, and you know, so yeah, get my stuff and just give me money because I want money.
And it is a good game, to be fair. I do enjoy it.
Oh, you should see.
It's
You
not
should see
even
what
a
I'm
game.
doing now.
It's life skills.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. It really is.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. The
download
next
it.
one's going to be fantastic. Can't wait.
Gift it to your friends and family as well if you buy it. If you don't want to pay it yourself, gift it. Your granddad, the armchair driver, they will love it.